My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc 2. Welcome. It is Thursday afternoon. It is 2 p.m. in the afternoon on the 16th day of June. So, I'm going to drop some knowledge on y'all real quick because I've been watching these videos on Facebook and YouTube, and it generally involves black people fighting or doing something irrational or incredibly fucking stupid. People, come on, man. We got to get our shit together. There's enough problems going on in this world with terrorist actions and idiots that's gonna hopefully be charged with treason for the shit that they're doing to their own country, which is our country. You know, there has to be a byline where we as Americans, especially people of color, have to put our foot down and just stop. Now, we're always quick to show video of police brutality or people fighting, and I've posted a few things or I've shared a few things on my Facebook, so I'm guilty for watching it and liking it or whatever. But I own what I like and what I watch, and I put bylines on things that are ashamed and things that make me ashamed to be black and things that just piss me slam the hell off. That's my work alarm clock to make sure that my ass is conscious. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, why do we keep doing this? But no one seems to post up what led up to those events. So if you're going to record a video, start from the beginning. Or at least write the byline on, well, this is what happened, and this is why this guy or this girl is bent all over the fence by a police officer. And let's not just say, oh, well, we started right here, but this is what led up to that. They don't do that. They just start right here and say that it's brutality. I'm going to say, first and foremost, as people of color, and something my dad has always taught me, your ass is brown, your skin color's brown, you need to listen to what they say, or your ass is going down. Now, I'm not trying to make a rhythm or a rhyme. I'm just telling you like it is on time. Because maybe that's the only way you can understand what I say. Do what the hell the cops say, or your ass is gonna pay. Now, granted, that was a haiku. And yeah, I do a little bit of poetry on the side. But you gotta understand something. Not everything that we see on video starts at the beginning of the event. So, you're tagging this or you're tagging that. And there, I watched this thing about white women and black men, and how they treat black men. And I'm sure that young white lady's going to get a lot of flack for it. And that's cool. Because, one thing is for sure, and I just did a video on this earlier. Nobody hates a woman more than a woman. Alright? There's just concrete evidence that no one hates women more than women. And it's not supposed to be like that, but it's the truth. You might not want to admit it, and y'all are all going to write to me and say, oh no, James, you're full of shit, you're full of shit. No, I'm not. I can tell you, I can put 9 gorgeous girls in a room, and at least one of those 9 girls is going to say something to another girl, because she's either prettier, or her boobs are bigger, or her ass is better, and she's going to like it. And then somebody's going to record the event that comes after the conversation, and they're not going to know who the hell's at fault. So if you're going to record everything. And if you're not going to record everything, then at least put a byline on what started this event. And before you post it and say, oh, well, it's brutality or it's something else or whatever, you need to get the whole facts so that we don't have little issues like this. And with the young white lady that was talking about how young white women who go after black men take care of their man, etc., etc. I'm not going to say she's wrong. Not by a long shot. I'm not going to say she's wrong at all. But what I am going to say is that she probably could have been a little bit more polite. Because, the surest way to get your ass beat in society is to post a video up thinking that you are the shit and that you can't be beat. And I say, now if you are a UFC fighter, there's a good chance that you might not get beat. Alright? Let's just keep it real. As a martial artist who has been fighting since I was 6 years old, there's always that chance that there's somebody better. And, knowing that going in is why I generally win. But here's that thing. I'm gonna be honest because I like fighting. Even with this bad hip, I like fighting. It's always been in my spirit before I joined the military, and I will be fighting when I get to hell when I die. Alright? Without question. I'm gonna be the baddest motherfucker in hell. So there's no question about that. And you know, as far as like UFC fighters and all that crap, hey man, that's a cage. There's rules. And if they would have had my weight class back in my 20s or in my 30s, I'd still be champ to this day. With the exception of the fact that I found out that you can't elbow and knee people in certain spots in the UFC, which does not mean that it's actually fighting. Here's the tip about fighting. If you're going to fight and you're going to fight in the streets, anything and everything goes. So you need to be ready for that. And if it's going to be a sanctioned fight where you're fighting in a cage, you're still fighting. There shouldn't be any rules outside of the fact that you're not allowed to kill anyone. That should be the only rule. You're not allowed to kill anyone. You also shouldn't have a weight class. But this is America, and there are laws. So we have to follow and respect the laws. Now back on what I'm saying. Alright, you want to film videos and you want to make people believe that this person or that person is at fault. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to film the video, you need to write a complete byline on what started the event, how this event happened, because there are some good cops out there and there are some bad cops out there. There are good people and there are bad people. There are people who can fight and there are people who cannot. And my advice is that, one, I tell this to everybody, if you can't fight, this thing right here should probably only say two things. Hello, goodbye, and I'm sorry. Two, if you can't fight, you probably shouldn't go picking fights, because that's going to probably get you put in the hospital or in the grave. And three, if you're going to say something that you cannot back up, it is advised that you say something with friends who can fight to protect you. Not everybody's a fighter. I didn't want to be a fighter. I was forced into it as a child. I would never force one of my nieces or nephews to become a fighter, but if they wanted to learn, I would gladly teach them free of charge. But you have to remember something. No matter what I teach you, either you're going to get good at it or you're not. And there's always going to be somebody who's more prepared in battle for you. So you need to always have your A game. And that's the bottom line. So in these events of this random thing that started off as something else and wound up being something else, you need to understand what's happening. You need to understand what's going on. And since we're all out posting videos about black people fighting and jumping over the counters and Popeyes and all this other crap, you know, that's fine and dandy. But come on, people. Let's get some discipline. And let's get some shit straight. Because if we don't, we're going to return to the barbaric age. And when that happens, a lot of you people who think you can fight are going to find out that you can't. And a lot of things, you better hope like hell in America that we are never, ever in a place where they declare martial law. Or we'll be like Tiananmen Square. And that won't be good for anyone. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.